What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Monday's Anfield Agenda Transfer News Roundup. Today we're going to be giving you the latest on Liverpool's pursuit of Stefanos Tsitsipas and the competition we're going to face, not just from Bayern Munich, but from within the Premier League. We're going to be giving you the breaking news around Liverpool's pursuit of Antoine Semenyo of Bournemouth, and I'm going to tell you why I'm concerned about that link. We're also going to be giving you the numbers behind Darwin Nunez' potential move to Al Hilal should they come forward with a suitable offer for Liverpool. That and a few other bits and bobs, including a little bit on Ben Doak's future over the next few minutes. You know the score, though. Once I'm finished talking, I want to know your thoughts, so let me know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and of course we'd love you to hit that subscribe button. As you can see, we are now within 7,000 subscribers of hitting 300k. Can we chase it down this month? Well, that's going to be up to you guys, so hopefully we can get there. Just a little bit of an update on my preview earlier on. Full disclosure, I completely forgot that Darwin Nunez was suspended because we've had an FA Cup game and a League Cup game since he picked up those yellow cards, or the amount of yellow cards that will see him serve the suspension. So, full disclosure, you're right to call me out on it because I completely forgot about it. Right, let's get straight into the news though. So, Brighton are the club that are monitoring Stefanos Tsitsipas, according to Florian Plettenberg, and looking at a possible move for him. Obviously, he's playing in the Bundesliga 2 at the minute on loan from PAOK over in Greece. This says that despite other reports at this stage, he's not yet a transfer target for Brighton. In the winter, that could change in the summer. Chelsea, Villa, Newcastle are also keen. He goes on to say the 19-year-old striker is highly regarded. This kind of came out of nowhere very late yesterday evening. Liverpool's name were being thrown around, but it would be a massive step up to go from the Bundesliga 2, even from the Greek league, straight in to Liverpool's attack. So let's wait and see. James Pearce of The Athletic has been speaking about Trent, and this is a whole lot of nothing really, but he said, when Trent has conducted interviews with TV rights holders, the topic of his contract have been off limits. For him, it's about showing respect to his boyhood club while the process is ongoing. Or you could say that he just doesn't want to talk about it and he doesn't want to answer some tricky questions. It's very easy to pitch the pro narrative and be very happy, clappy, but you know, we can't ignore that he might just be not wanting to talk about it for the obvious reasons. But we'll wait and see what happens, and as I've always said, I don't know how the Trent situation plays out, but I am sick of everybody just thinking the best of everyone and not believing that footballers maybe could be just that little bit inherently selfish. Let's talk about Antoine Semenyo and Liverpool's interest in him. I'm worried about this for a whole load of reasons. I sat here as Eric Ten Hag managed Manchester United and laughed at him constantly going back for players that he'd worked with before or players from the Eredivisie. Now we're being linked with Semenyo. So we've gone from KVARA and a €60 million offer the PSG are putting forward for him, to Liverpool now being in for Antoine Semenyo, who's had I think a full 19 games or so at Bournemouth. And we're talking about a figure of £50 million, which is nearly that €60 million. And also, Liverpool are considering using Ben Doak in the deal for Antoine Semenyo, according to this report. And it's worrying. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but to see us going from the likes of a KVARA name straight into another young 19-year-old striker and now into Antoine Semenyo, and this is why it's worrying for me about Antoine Semenyo. And I understand I might be a little bit snobby here, but this is his senior career today. Bristol City, he played 112 games, had 16 goals. Then Bath City on loan, Newport County on loan, Sunderland on loan, before signing from Bournemouth, where he's played, 63 appearances. I think it's 19 this season, my apologies. 63 appearances, scoring just 14 goals. 14 goals is, I guess, a decent enough reward, but to see Liverpool then have to go in and pay 50 million and step away from the likes of a KVARA deal, I mean, make this make sense to me, because for me, I'm looking at this and thinking, if this is true, then this is just Richard Hughes taking the easy way out and going back to a former club. Maybe other things aren't working out. I don't know, but it concerns me. I don't know whether Semenyo is good enough or not. You can make an argument either way, but it isn't inspiring confidence to me with Richard Hughes, this one. But again, I would love to know your thoughts on it, because I'm sure there are many people who've watched a lot more of Semenyo than me. This just feels like we're taking an easier option again. And I don't like the idea of losing Ben Doak either. But I guess if the club, like we've always said, don't have that appetite to keep Ben Doak in the first team and give him a pathway through, which I reported on a while back as well when I was speaking with David Lynch about it, Yeah, I don't know. Thoughts on this one very much welcome. So Real Madrid have once again started piping up around the Trent Alexander-Arnold situation. And Real Madrid want Trent, with one source claiming, telling The Athletic, without a right back, it's impossible to win the Champions League. Cool. That's not our problem. And it shouldn't be Liverpool's problem. That sounds like a big dirty Real Madrid problem to me. And I'm quite frankly sick of even talking about them. So once again, Trent needs to make up his mind. This situation can't continue to drag on. If Liverpool have put that contract offer in front of him, you know my take on it. Of course, I appreciate everybody else's take on it as well, but it is just dragging on and on and on. And now we're halfway through the January window. Well, nearly halfway. Anfield sector have reported via Fabrizio Romano that Paris Saint-Germain feel that they can reach an agreement for a lower fee for KVARA than the €80 million that Napoli are asking for. And this, my friends, is why I'm upset that we are looking at Antoine Semenyo instead of KVARA. Because I know if I had the same amount of money in each hand to go and sign one of them, which one I'd be after. And it would rhyme with... I don't know, rhyme that one for me. I don't, answers on a postcard. But look, I'd love to know your thoughts on it. This piece here said timing will be really important as they want to avoid other clubs joining the race and hijacking the move. Now, you may notice I'm a little bit more upbeat today, and that's because I'm starting a course of antibiotics finally to get rid of this cold flu I've had, and I feel a little bit more human today, so I'm a bit more upbeat. Now, the last story I have for you is probably the biggest one of the whole video, and that is that Darwin Nunez, according to Anfield Watch, is being offered £400,000 per week by Al Hilal. And if that is true, Darwin Nunez should be running to the airport to jump on a plane to Saudi Arabia to take that 400 grand a week. And Liverpool should be booking the ticket for him and trying to get a bigger transfer fee as they can. That is a lot of money. And it looks like Liverpool are looking around for an attacker. And I had mentioned to you guys, I think in the last 10 days, that Darwin is available even in this window. So let's wait and see how this pans out, because there's been some mixed reporting on this interest. Some people say there's no real, sincere, genuine interest from Al Hilal. But Anfield Watch, on the other hand, and a couple of other outlets have been quite firm in their belief that it is a serious approach. We talked before about his previous manager of Benfica now working at Al Hilal. We all know the situation with Neymar as well over there. So yeah, thoughts on this one, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think we will see Darwin Nunez move on in this month? I'm really unsure about it, but I guess we'll know if we get an offer from Al Hilal, right? I think an offer of anywhere 50 million quid upwards, or even 45 million quid upwards, could be enough to get Darwin Nunez out of Liverpool. Then it will be down to us finding a replacement. Jayden Danns for me is the future, but it'll be up to Arne Slot to decide whether Jayden Danns goes out on loan, maybe before the window closes on February 3rd, or he's promoted to the first team. And again, your thoughts on that in the comment section will be very, very much appreciated. Look, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me for now. I will be back tonight at 8:45 with the late night agenda. We'll have a late night recap video coming out as well. The preview for the game coming up tomorrow is already out if you get a chance to watch it. Massive game against Forest, and we'll be live for it from 6:45 PM tomorrow evening. Thank you so much for watching again. Let us know your thoughts below. Drop a like on the video, and I will catch up with you tonight. Much love, my friends. Bye-bye.